you don't care until we care for it. I'll use whatever the fuck I want to use to deflecting from AC's bullshit, okay?
I'll bring up 50 up to something.
Oh, that says because Steph is in your DMs right now. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah. That's what Pat said. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I was heard that the only reason you're commentating with Pat, I was putting it out there. And apparently he'd be very correct.
This is, I'm live on StreamYaCitZen on my laptop. Hey, One Stop. What's going on? Celebrating. It's America's birthday. America's birthday. I am live on the Queen Ashley. What's going on? I got a little chatter going on back here. Andrew's been live for a couple of 3 hours. It's been a fucking crazy thing. Hey, Queen Ashley. Happy birthday, America. America, 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 America. I've got a little bit of fireworks. I've got a little bit of beer. I got some hot dogs. I don't have any apple pie. I do have a Chevrolet. I mean, technically, it's a General Motors, but same family. This is my very first time. I've been crying and screaming. Hey, BTC. Oh, shoot. How do I drop the link? Invite? Maybe. This is my very first time. Hi, Ellie. This is my very first time doing. Oh, here we go. Copy. All right, here we go. Copied. Okay. Close that. Go over here. Do I paste? See if we can be successful with this. Let's see if it works. Ta-da! You people can tell me if that's okay. Where was I? Yeah, America's supposed to be hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet, something like that. Baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet. I have baseballs. I have baseball bats. I have Chevrolet. I don't have any apple pie. I just ate a bunch of apples over the last week. Apple slices with peanut butter. Let's not forget that the greatest thing ever made is a Pampered Chef apple pie slicer thing, hummadingy, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I got to tell you, Allie, I'm no idiot. I just sent up, well, first of all, on the first of every month, I sent Jamie a $1 prescription monthly dues, friend dues. I just sent off, no word of a lie, I just sent off $1 to AC and to Andrew. I'm no idiot. I have a lifetime prescription friend dues with Brett. That goes without saying. Who else? Who else do I need to? Six banger. Happy. Pampered Chef does have the coolest gadgets. That's the only thing that I got out of many marriages and many purchases. I fought in court. I fought in a court of law to keep the hamburgers, hot dogs were invented by the Chinese to lower American morale by reminding us that our penises are just above average, therefore not much larger than their own. Yes, but the Chinese have the lowest, all throughout Southeast Asia have the lowest penis size. So we gotta put them in our mouth. I gotta tell you, two of my fucking favorite people on the planet is Bedtime Clown and Six Banger. You guys are just fucking so. What was it last night, Bedtime Clown, when fucking Mallory's telling you stop, and he's like, I will not, can't. First he typed won't. No, first he typed no. Then he went right, won't, can't, won't stop. It just fucking, dude, you cracked me up. So I've been saying for what? Couple of weeks now, I've been going live, and I've been saying I can't do it on my laptop. So I went to fucking StreamYards to do all kinds of investigation and log in, and I clicked on, and it said it didn't even ask for my email. It just came up. It was already there. How the fuck I don't know. It's fucking hysterical. But shit, I gotta tell you, man, I just fucking love to laugh, and all you people make me laugh. But I gotta tell you, for a while there, last 48 hours, including most of Andrew's stream, I was thinking about we need to name it. We need to rename it the United States of Retardation. All right? It is fucking retarded. The way people are so, I don't know, invested, passionate, involved, engaged, interacting, it just blows my mind. And mostly people in chats, it just cracks me up. I'm a big, whoa, step back away from that, you know. I wasn't in red high heels. I'm about to put them on. Hang on a minute. Now, hold on a minute. Now, hang on a minute. I'm going to show you something. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. I forgot I had a couple of props and gags and what have you. Not really. Everything in my life is real life, but hold on. Hang on. Hold a minute. So once up, I hope it didn't go anywhere. Because number one, everybody knows I'm transitioning. I'm transitioning into to an excavator. I want to become an excavator. Hi, Dragon. Look what I found yesterday at fucking Ocean State Job Lot or the day before. I mean, those are some fucking big ass socks, all right? So now I got the hat, I got the socks, and one stop, those were not red high heels. These are man cowboy boots. And if you look closely, these are ostrich. See all the little things from the ostrich, from the quills? These are ostrich boots, all right? Yeah, they're badass. I think so. 100%. 100%. Hey, Dragon. No, it was me. I was dancing and Lisa has me. Yeah, absolutely. Six banger. You got a size 12? Because if you want, I'm not going to live that much longer. So if my plan goes successful, I'm not going to, I'll put them in the will. We'll take care of that. All right. It's a crazy time over there at that fucking drama dome over there. Not now, maybe later. Sure, absolutely. But yeah, I am fucking hysterically dying laughing. Dragon, the fucking StreamYards was on my laptop the whole time. Remember I kept saying, I got to figure out how to get this onto my laptop. I went to log in to StreamYards, and it was right here. So that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I want to play some music. I want to play some very patriotic songs. I'm going to play them off in the distance. Yeah, I have a tolerance. I have a limit. I love hilarity. Everybody knows. Hey, here we go. Everybody knows how do I do this now? This is all brand new to me. So add to stage. Okay.
Yes, it's me.
Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
How are you? Happy 4th of July to everybody.
Absolutely.
Really?
I'll tell you something. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, and I've never gone, but Bristol, Rhode Island is just a little bit southeast of me. It's maybe like a 40-minute ride.
Yeah.
The oldest 4th of July parade in the country. 238 years continuously.
Wow.
Imagine that. And the country's 250 years old. So that's pretty amazing. Bristol, Rhode Island.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Cool.
Yep. Absolutely. So what are you doing on this 4th, huh?
Trying to wake up.
There you go. I'm doing the same. I lied the other night when I was up with Zach. I said I have to go out and get milk. I said I have to go out and get milk like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I didn't go because I can't.
I
can't drink my milk. I mean,
You're
I can't
naughty,
drink.
Willie. No.
I lied. I
Don't
lied.
mess with him.
I can't. I can't drink my coffee without milk.
Yes.
Except if there's chocolate in the house, then I'm good to go.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I bought a whole bunch of chocolate things when I was at Ocean State Job Lot, and one of them is some kind of chocolate. It's in the freezer. I keep it in the freezer, and I just put a few in there. Hi, Silva. How are you?
Hey, Silver.
Happy 4th of July. I got everything here. I got it all. I got the hat
too. Yep.
I got the hat. But I'm a lot of different things because I'm going to transition. I'm going to become an excavator. So that's that. And where did they go? Those gosh darn things. What did I do with them? What I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
Look at these beautiful goddamn caterpillar socks. And they're gonna go great. They're gonna go great because you need a good pair of socks with a pair of boots. So 100%. 100%. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. 100%. So what's new? What's everybody's plans for today?
It's going to be 90 degrees here today.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be just keep the track underneath you, right? That's right. Absolutely right. That's sort of kind of like saying, hey, keep the shiny side up and keep yourself above the keep yourself on the good side of the grass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. There you go. I'm jealous. I wish I could just spend the day comforting a doggy. That's for sure. When
are you going to foster another one?
I don't know. It's I may never again, to be honest. If something changes in my life, but when you are 1,000%, that's right. Keep your feet up, keep your head up, and your feet down. When you're 100% alone, like I go and I take care of and I watch and I babysit and I check in on my granddogger, my kid's dog. But in 903 days, they could never once help me out.
Yeah.
So if I don't have a single human being in my life that can help me out, you can't own a dog and you can't foster a dog. The only thing you can do is tend to a dog now and then. So that's all I try and do is just do that kind of stuff. And I'm really soured like the rest of the world. I'm soured on the whole, what you call it, rescue industry, if you call it, or whatever you call it, organizations or that kind of stuff. I'm really, really soured on that.
Right.
And yep. And that's about it.
Yeah, I figured I'd go grab a smoke too. So.
Yeah, but I'm really happy. Like I'm trying to think of who just. I'd have to look at my. I would have to look at somebody just adopted a dog, and oh my goodness. Hang on a second. I'm going to tell you who just adopted a dog because they sent me a message and they sent me. I got to look.
Yeah, I want to as well.
Yeah, I do too. But I got to have another human.
As small as I am, I get dragged. Like no.
Yeah,
I can't handle that.
Yep. Oh, I don't have a problem with the strength part of it. I mean, I do have a problem with the financial part of it. That's why I always fostered because they paid for food and veterinarians, you know.
Yeah.
but I have to look and see. I'm looking all throughout Facebook Messenger. I'm looking at Discord, and I'm only friends on Discord with like 6 people. But it's pretty funny.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I think Wendy O. You know who Wendy O is, right?
Yeah.
Wendy O just adopted the most beautiful pitty. Oh my God, my eyes are getting ready to. And I don't care what you say. Show me the quote unquote what society considers the most ugly dog on the planet, and it's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
Except for those little tiny, little wiry. Except for those little dogs that look like Gizmo or something, you know.
No. But yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to a pity, there's no such thing as an ugly pity. Is Discord signing up for? I would say no. I mean, Discord's the devil. The only reason I am the most techno-illogical person on the planet. The only reason I ever signed up for Discord is because it's the only way I can go up and chat with Tonic. And that's the only reason. And I'm in it right now, and I'm friends with 6 people, and I hardly ever, but I'm a real loner. I'm a real, whoa. Keep your distance over there. Stay over there. You know? One stop. I want another dog, but the damn warden in this motherfucking prison says no more animals. This ain't over. Stay tuned.
Well, damn.
I tell you what, all of the prisons should have all of the dogs. That's who should be fostering all the dogs is the prisons. As long as it was closely regulated so that only dog lovers are tending to those dogs, you know?
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do that. Like I went out with Rogue. I went out with Pete, my two previous pitties, and I went around a lot of people that didn't like dogs, but that's okay because I was in charge. I was in charge of that whole situation, scenario, you know? Yeah. So that's about it. And yeah, so we'll see what happens if I find a human in my life that, warden, wife. That never even clicked. It never even clicked. You got to remember, you got to fucking spell everything out for me. I'm a slow one. But you know what I pick up on? I pick up on the stuff that's like really, really intellectual and deep and comedic.
Yep.
I pick up on the stuff that the average Joe doesn't pick up on.
Yep. Nope. It's going to be a beautiful day here today again.
Yeah, same here. We had quite the. We had quite the.
I'll give you a laugh, Willie. I was sitting out here this morning, and a bald eagle flew past over my head here.
Oh my God!
Just one, and there's more than one around here. There's a bonded pair too, and I'm looking. I'm like, wow. Yeah, one almost landed on my hand like 2 weeks ago.
Happy 4th, AK lady. I got it all going on here. I got flags on flags on flags. If everybody doesn't know, my favorite symbol in the world is this right here. We got 1, 2, 3 in my hands. We got one above me. We got one. Oh, that's the Irish cross. We got one right here on my body. This is my favorite. That's awesome. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you, and simultaneously very jealous that they went and did all that fishing and slammed all those halibuts. Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful. I have a lot of eagles around me. I have a lot of hawks. I have a lot of owls. It's beautiful.
What was it? Last weekend, I had a young female deer here in my yard.
Nice. Yeah, I got a lot of. You can imagine. You've seen my yard 100 times. I got a lot. I have game trails. That's what they're called, game trails. Just the trails that the animals use. They're like this wide, where the vegetation is tamped down.
Yeah.
And, And AK lady, hello to you and all your family. Oh, sorry, Silva. I'm sorry. I'm a dope. Thank you very much. And AK Mama and what have you at the stage. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I wasn't down there very long.
So a wild morning, Silver. I know you don't partake in what have you. I'm just looking here. Andrew's been live for 3 hours. Every fucking thing on the planet has been discussed. Terry, Friends, fucking Steph, you name it, everything.
Why is Terry being discussed?
Oh, because of all the shit that's been going on. Bye, K-Lady. Love you. Terry's being discussed because of the whole Terry-Jamie thing, which is just absolutely crazy.
I'm out of the loop. I don't know what the Terry-Jamie thing is, so.
It's just a little beef going on. That's all. Just
we'll get over it.
Yeah, it'll this too shall pass. And like Terry's saying, it's forever, it's for life, it's non-negotiable, it's non-reversible, etc. That's Terry's choice. That's his call. That's fine. That's I'm gonna stay friends, hopefully, with the two of them. Yep.
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope they can figure it out and work it out. Because
yeah, it would be nice if they could figure it out and work it out. But yeah, it's just a beautiful day here in America. Terry's mom died, and they're making a big issue out of it. Yep. And like Terry said, I respect Terry because he says different culture. It's different here.
Completely different over there.
Yeah, and I don't know what it's like. I don't think any one of us Americans knows what it's like unless we've been there and spent a lot of time there and whatever. Happy Fireworks Day. Oh, by the way, if you are going to self-pleasure yourself, do it now. Well, if you're going to handle fireworks tonight and you like to self-pleasure yourself, do it now before you blow your hand off tonight, all right? Just want to say that.
Oh, jeez.
That's just a public service announcement. Nikki, is that a good public service announcement? Or if you're if you're gonna light fireworks, do it with the hand that you don't use for self-pleasuring, okay? I don't get the whole people so extremely passionate and involved about the whole internet thing, I've been laughing for 24 to 48 hours nonstop because people talk about hi Crafty. People talk about this whole friends thing and everything. We are just literal strangers on the internet. You people know a lot about my life because I like to share a lot. Guess what? Everybody knows about maybe 10% of my life. Nobody knows about the trauma in my life. Head bitch in charge is here. Oh my goodness. It's ladies morning. Good morning, Nikki.
I don't know what happened with, I must have got an update on my phone because my image is gone. I'm gonna have to fix all this shit again. Anyway, good morning and happy Fireworks Day, everybody.
Morning. Happy day. I'm turning into an excavator. I'm transitioning into an excavator, but more than anything, I'm an American. I'm America.
So I heard what you were talking about, and it came up because I have to say something, Willie. And I understand why Terry was so pissed because they keep associating what he's mad about with his grief, which is dismissive of how he feels. When they say, when someone is upset and you tell them, it's almost like telling a woman, oh, it's just because you're on your period.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean, though? It's like,
yes. I got to tell you something.
If he weren't grieving, he wouldn't be upset.
Right. See, I don't necessarily agree with that. The cooling shelter is open. You forgot it's the geriatric elderly cooling shelter, all right? I got to say something because being Irish and being German,
hi, Brett.
The Irish and German are very non-emotional, all right? Both heritages. I grew up being dragged to wakes. I saw more dead bodies between the ages of when I can remember, between the ages of 4 and 15 than you people will have ever seen. Something mid-sized six-banger. So I agree with Terry that he is not. This is not about grief. I mean, first of all,
and they kept trying to put it off on his grief, which was so dismissive. That was like I may not agree. I do agree with his point, but whether I do or not agree with his point, it's like telling you, oh, I'd beat your ass, but you're old.
Yeah.
What's that going to make you want to do? Beat his ass, right?
Well, that's gonna tell me, hey, play that geriatric card. Absolutely, elderly senior citizen. I say it
Well,
all the
I mean,
time. Anybody?
I don't mean
Anybody?
you personally, Willie, because you're
Yeah,
more of a
no, I know.
pacifist kind of guy, you know? But in
Yeah.
general, you tell somebody the only reason I'm not coming after you is quote unquote your weakness. That's
Yeah.
going to make them come back hard.
I see. I don't get that invested. I don't get that emotional. I am I'm a huge empath. But then at the very same time, it can be the same thing. I am full of what's the other word? Apathy. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I mean, every death that I've ever been associated, young people, old people, very, very close people, etc. It was always a celebration of life. You know, celebrate that life, which Andrew says all the time. And the other thing too is grief is love. Grief is not, oh, I'm sad, I'm sad, I'm sad. Grief is remembering the great times, you know? That's the only thing I do with people. I know some people that have died recently and very, very sad, very young, very tragic. And it's just remembrance is grief and grief is love. And so that's just I guess there is stages of grief, but I mean death. Having grown up Irish, just being dragged to funeral homes and funeral parlors and wakes and everything, death is no different than brushing your teeth to me, or washing your hands.
It's a part of life.
Yeah.
Hi, Estiel.
Happy birthday, Fatty Two Shoes. I'm here right now. I'm Fatty No Shoes. Where are they? I'm Team No Shoes.
Me too.
Yep, that's right. I love having no shoes on. Absolutely right. So this is a very rare day for me. I have hot dogs. I have beer. I have a Chevrolet. I have booze. I have everything except for apple pie. I have everything.
Which birthday this is?
Huh?
Do you know which birthday this is?
It's a 250. I know. I was
no,
the one.
It's not.
No, 249.
It's 249. 1776, America was founded. I can't believe people are falling for this 250th. Because it's not. We got one more year for that.
Well, you got to remember. You see this right here? This is a whirlpool that's emptying by the minute. Okay. So if you would ask me 10 years ago, I would have got that right. I would not have got that wrong. But I am president of Abe is Great, the Abe fan club. Absolutely.
I don't want to belong.
That's okay. We don't want. By the way, I'm the president. Chicky's and we're all self-appointed, and all the rest of the directors had no choice in the matter. They just became part of the board of directors. Chicky is the vice president. Beach is the treasurer. Nerd is the secretary, and Beth Meadows is the member at large. And this has been going on for about a month now. We've had this. I ground myself all the time. Grounding is very important. Just wipe your feet out.
There's a fourth person up here. Who is that?
Dragon Classy lady.
Yeah, Dragon Classy, Silver Diamond, you, and VillAY.
Getting back to the Abe is Great fan club. Every week, Beach reports, being the treasurer, says we have gotten 0 subscribers. Nobody has paid dues whatsoever. So it's just an organization that's just going to exist of the 5 board members, and that's it. I like Abe. I like, again, I say like, and it's and that's another word. Like, the 2 words that have been thrown around in the last 48 hours is friends and love. And I think that love word is thrown around way, way, way too loosely, where people just love too easily and loosely and what have you. Just like grief is love. Love is like. You can like someone and then say that you love them. And oh yeah, we never have meetings either, Beth. That's right. We never have meetings. Well, our meetings are basically impromptu out in public. Like right now, this could be considered a meeting. So if you want to write it off on your taxes, Beth, you could say that you attended this meeting on July 4th, 2025.
I guess.
I can't.
I guess more what my question was is I see it says Dragon Classy, but I'm not familiar with the person and I hadn't heard their voice, so I was just kind of wondering
Yeah,
like who else was
she's
up here with us.
she's wicked
Oh,
cool.
She's really nice.
yeah.
Yeah, she's good
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Dragon Classy is good people.
and I think the world of
Yeah.
her.
Thank you, Silver.
Mhm.
And I think the world of everybody, pretty much. There's maybe a handful there's maybe a handful that I don't have hate for a single thing or being in my heart. That's just crazy, that whole hate thing. I don't get that. But yeah, so
Yeah,
I
people
only
are
hate one
going
person in
nuts
this
around
world.
here with four-wheelers. What the hell?
Now that my ex-husband died, I only hate one person in this world now.
And I bet everybody who has ever seen you can name who it is too, Silver.
I just want to, hey, Vic, I just want to say I was the very first person that when Silver announced that her ex-husband had died, I was the very first person to come up on panel and go, Silver, are we talking condolences or congratulations?
Congratulations! I'm thrilled out of my mind.
Good evening, Clint. I'm guessing Clint might be from across the pond or across one of the ponds or whatever. If
Oh.
they're saying good evening.
Hi, Clint.
Mhm.
With my first husband, it was kind of that way when he died because he died while cheating on me.
Oh, that's the
Ooh, I'm
best.
so
isn't
sorry,
it?
Bob.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
I could never be so lucky. I would never get that
Mine-
kind of luck.
Mine died of lung cancer.
Mine,
Couldn't have happened to a better dude.
my life is determined by that guy, Mr. Murphy. You know Murphy's Law,
I always say I'm Murphy's Law incarnate.
right? Me too. What can't go wrong will go wrong. Absolutely.
But the thing is I have to say that I'm also when I say I'm lucky, I include bad luck, but there's a lot of good luck too because all of the
Right.
Murphy's Law shit that happens to me, it works out. Like last night, my stove broke.
Oh,
You know, I've got 2 cars in the shop. Out of 3 vehicles, 2 are in the shop,
Yeah.
my son's and mine. And then my stove broke last night, but the mister fixed it this morning, and it was just something stupid I had done, and it was fairly
Nice.
easy fix. So, you know, but
Well,
that's the thing is that I have just as much good luck as bad luck because I'm still here and I'm not homeless.
That's
I'm
right.
not addicted and suffering. I'm not depressed and hating
Right.
life. You know, I'm one of the luckiest people I know to have made it through everything I have and still have hope and faith and love.
Right. And
That's
can we
right.
just a quick condolences, a moment of silence for Clint's wife passed away suddenly in February at age 52. I'm so sorry. See, that's right there. That's
I
where
need
life
to-
isn't fair. That's where life
Yeah.
isn't fair. Clint's wife passed away, and my ex-wife is still living. Life is so unfair. Erica, I love you.
You know, I'm widowed twice, right, Willie?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
like you want to talk
nice
about
meet
fair?
you,
I've had.
Nikki.
It's nice to meet you too, Dragon Classy. I've lost both my parents already, and I'm not even 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, both my parents are gone. So
Yeah, my parents
And
were
I'm
gone
50.
when I was in my 30s. My parents have been gone for almost 40 years.
No.
So, and I've been in it, and everybody knows I'm not shy. For almost 40 years, I've been begging, saying, I'm an orphan, somebody adopt me. And not one person,
yeah, right. I can see you
not one
saying
person
that,
has
Willie.
stepped up and adopted me.
What the
And
hell?
get this,
Um,
both of my bitch ass mother-in-laws who abused me and were horrible to me and were horrible to my children, especially after my husband's died, both of them are in their fucking 90s doing fine.
Yeah. Well, they say
Mhm.
only the good die young. So I don't,
Right.
you know,
but,
I got a little
I
problem
need
with
to
that
hop
because
off
I was,
here. I'll be in chat. So
all right.
good to see you, Silver.
Thank you
Nice
for coming
to meet
up.
Nikki.
Thank you for
Nice to
joining
meet
us.
you, Willie,
Dragon.
as always. So I will
Pleasure
see you guys
meeting you.
later. You too. Bye.
Nikki,
Couldn't
you
hear
and
her
I,
very well. Was that me or does she have an
no,
audio problem?
no, she sounded okay.
It was just very low. I had a
Yeah,
hard
she
time.
was kind of
Sounded
low, but
okay.
she's all right. But Willie's kind of loud, so
I'm always Willie Loud.
yeah.
Also starting to go deaf in my
That's
old
my
age.
legit government surname is Loud. Yeah.
Erica said
Nikki,
she'll adopt you.
Yep. Absolutely. And there's no better place. I'll go live in northern Maine, 100%. Absolutely. I'll wrap all this up, put it in a fucking big giant U-Haul, sell this house, get rid of it, and go there. And plus, I come with a Bobcat, and I come with 4 Cadillacs. I have a Cadillac Bobcat, I have a Cadillac lawn tractor, I have a Cadillac minivan, and a Cadillac pick-em-up truck. So, yeah.
Hi, Becca N.
Hi, Becca. So how funny is it? I think this is my 6th live, number 6. And the last 5 lives, I was saying, I hate doing this on the phone. I got to figure out how to do it on the laptop, right? Everybody heard me say that 100 times over, right? Mm-hmm. I went to go log into StreamYards on this laptop right here, and it just came up. It was already there.
Nice.
So you have your phone and your laptop synced.
I guess. I don't know. I don't. Maybe the universe does, but I don't. Absolutely. There you go. I would hey, you folks better be careful. I'll take you up on them offers, that's for sure. And I'm handy. I'm handy around the property. Everybody's seen that. I can do shit. I've been up on top of my roof for the last couple of weeks, cleaning it off and cleaning all these goddamn skylight windows and everything. But Nikki, you and I live a very similar life. You're more homesteadish than I, but the majority of the shit in my life is broken. And if I can't afford to fix it, I don't fix it. But you know what? There's a very big difference between normal society and me, whereas normal society is like, oh, I got to fix that. 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 I just leave shit be unless it's an absolute necessity, you know? Unless it's like something like, I mean, I just recently, I say recently, somewhere around 2022, I went a whole year without a refrigerator. And I only bought ice like 6 to 10 times. Because so much.
How did you manage that?
Huh?
How did you manage that?
You just don't eat refrigerated foods. I mean,
right. Yeah.
You buy your meat. If you're going to eat meat, you buy it the day of. So you don't have to refrigerate it. And if you're just one person, I could certainly, I mean, where I would love to live out my old age as a crazy old cat lady is like where my current partner's family has a cabin. And there's no electricity, there's no running water, there's an outhouse, you know. Yep. I would love that because I've lived like that in my life, you know. So I don't, especially if it's just one person, you can easily live without refrigeration.
I can't, I appreciate it, but I can't multitask. I can't talk to 2 human beings, try and look at chat and then do a third thing. Nope, that's not happening. That's not happening. I love anything Cumberland because everybody knows my favorite store. It sort of kind of used to be Cumberland Farms, aka Cumbies, but yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been to camps. I've been to camps before. You know, they're called vacation cottages up in Maine are called camps. And I've been to camps where there is running water, but it's a well or it's off the lake or the pond, which is absolutely pristine. But I've spent a month up in Maine with no hot water. Propane runs the refrigerator and runs what little appliances you need or whatever. But I'm a big fan of cooking on fire and also fuck Portland. Portland's like you. Hello, number 2 with
talking
fries.
Portland, Maine?
Yeah, yeah. It's like one of these. It's just trash. It's I guess I'd equate it to San Francisco where people are like pooping in the street now and just it's crazy. It's nuts.
People poop in the street in San Francisco?
They have been for like 5 years now. Yeah. Believe it or not, San Francisco used to be one of this like New York City hubs where like major big corporations had their flagship, had their headquarters there and their flagship stores, and they're all gone. All gone because just like people becoming feral and just acting like they're living in the wild. I'm a big fan of pooping in the wild, but not on a street or a sidewalk, not in public. I'm a big fan of being a naturist. Yeah, I'm a big fan of being a naturist, but not where it's offending somebody, where it's just likewise naturists are right here on my own property or whatever. Yeah.
Willie, you know how you go back after the streams and you mod people?
Yeah.
So after this stream, you need to pick somebody, Darlene, Beth, somebody you trust not to fuck with your channel, and give them managing mod, because
I
then
think
they
I
can
already
pin
did.
message.
I think I gave both Darlene and Beth, but I wouldn't know who's who. I wouldn't know who's who.
Well, you
But
can check that in your YouTube studios. And I really suggest you get a managing mod, because they can pin messages for you and stuff. That way you don't have to worry about the secretarial stuff, and those women are good at it.
you're pretty funny with that comedy saying I can go into my YouTube studio. Yeah, right.
Fix magnet. Just don't use any stinging nettle as your toilet paper.
And don't use Mullen. People think Mullen is a good toilet paper. Lamb's ear, which is fuzzy, is a good toilet paper. But if it has big yellow flowers sticking out of it and it's a soft, fuzzy leaf, do not use it. Those things will stick in your ass and it will take weeks to get them out.
Yeah,
Those little hairs.
absolutely.
And some people have severe allergic reactions, so it causes rash.
Well, I got to say, I like being feral. I like being a homesteader. I like trying to sort of kind of be off the grid, although I have electricity and Wi-Fi and what have you. But I'm always going to go buy a roll of toilet paper, okay? I'm just going to say that. I don't care. I'll give up
I want a
cigarettes.
bidet.
I'll give up cigarettes, my favorite thing on the planet, to buy a roll of toilet paper.
You need a bidet, Willie.
I have a bidet. It's called a garden hose in the backyard.
No, I'm just saying, if you've got to try one before you knock it. It's so much better than toilet paper. It cleans better. You don't have to put your hands down there where your shit is. Like,
Yeah.
I want a bidet so bad.
And also, I'm a big fan of washing my hands. So that's a good thing. I love water. I love everything about water. I love the fact that we
Well,
can
then you'd
survive
love a
on it.
bidet. It blows water up your ass. I said, then you'll love a bidet. It blows water at the back of your balls.
Absolutely. 100%. So it looks like everybody's got decent weather today. Mother Nature's being nice. I know there was some bad floods in Texas.
Yeah, it's
I think.
57 now. 57 here now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's
I
supposed
tell
to
you
be
what,
57.
last night was fucking crazy around here. Storms came through like hail and shit. And everybody was set up last night for fireworks displays the towns were putting on and stuff. As of noontime today, just in Massachusetts, 37,000 people are without power.
Jesus.
I sent Hippie at about 8 o'clock last night. I sent Hippie a screenshot of the radar that was coming across southern New England and going right for Cape Cod, going for him. And I think it was around 10 o'clock last night. He said, we just lost every tree and power line. All the telephone poles came down all around him. And Hippie had no power from like 10 o'clock last night until 8 o'clock this morning.
Shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. It came. Remember, Zach was talking about it coming through with the Catskills. Remember, Silva? He was saying the thunder and lightning.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts. It was like one of them friggin' Durango or derecho kind of storms with all kinds of downbursts and taking over. Parts of Connecticut got whacked. I think around the Catskills, north of New York City got whacked. Yeah, it was crazy.
Man.
But it's all clear. It was just Mother Nature doing a little house cleaning, a little housekeeping. Okay, these trees have to go. I don't like those telephone poles. I know you're going to put them back up again, but yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there's Beach right now. We can get a report. We can get a treasury report on the Abe is Great fan club. Absolutely.
I went to the beach yesterday. I went to the beach yesterday.
I know. I heard that. I got to get to the beach more, but I got too much shit I'm doing around here. I literally did nothing here for like somewhere between.
Hello, darling.
We love Roscon. Absolutely. Everybody loves Roscon.
Mm-hmm. Loved her for a long time.
Yeah. Roscon has to be one of those people that is like one of the most loved people on the planet here.
Yep.
In our world, anyway.
I would agree.
Absolutely. See, now that's real love. When everybody says they love. Here we go. Look at this. Is the shortest treasury report we've ever got from Beach on the Abe is Great fan club. 0 funds, nothing to count. The next treasury report's just going to be nada. But just NO.
That's good.
And we love Yaz too. And I love the fact that you type Yaz, Y-A-Z. Shout out Kyle Yastrzemski, my favorite baseball player. Kyle Yastrzemski was a great Polish, still is a great Polish man. Yaz has to be about 95 years old by now. But a great baseball player. And he did left field at Fenway Park when I was a young kid. And, yep, absolutely.
I have no idea. Don't know what that is.
Yeah. He was a cool guy. Very soft-spoken, gentle giant. Didn't like the media at all. Didn't. He was. You've heard of Ted Williams, right? The splendid Splinter. Ted Williams was a great Red Sox.
I don't know anything about baseball.
Ted Williams froze his head. He's more famous for freezing his head cryogenically than he is for being a baseball player.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just some local New England lore kind of stuff, you know?
See, I'm too far west for that.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Way too far yet west.
Mm-hmm. I hear you there. So what's everybody got planned on the docket today?
Nothing.
Me neither.
Oh, I might go down to that fair again.
There you go.
Every year I take my kids to something called Freedom Forth. It's a huge concert, mostly Spanish and country music. There's usually a headliner. Like this year, it's Hunter Hayes. He's a, top 40s country artist.
Yep.
And
cool.
There's all these bounce houses and fun stuff. Well, my girls are coming to teens, and they're like, "Mom, we really don't want to go this year. It's not our kind of music." Both of them have diagnosis. One is ASD and the other behavioral diagnosis. Like, it's just too many people. It's overwhelming. They're like, can we just go somewhere else and get like fair food and then watch the fireworks from afar? And I was like, well, I guess that's what we're doing this year. That wasn't the plan. But I'm not a big fan of the crowds. I'm okay with the music. They get a lot of local New Mexico, what we call norteño music, which is Spanish ranchero, and I love listening to it. I grew up with it, but I can listen to that on the radio. I don't have to brave the crowds. I mean, we take public transportation out there because parking is insane, and they get about 500,000 people out on that field every year.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
I've become such a non-people crowd person. It's not even funny, but I mean, I'm excited going to Great Woods in September, and I'm going to see USA. Absolutely. Got my hat here. Got all my flags. All the flags. I am excited to go see Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, Sheryl Crow, Waxahachie, and some other peoples.
Waxahachie, what?
Something like that. Waxahachie. It's some, I'm guessing it's country-ish, maybe?
I don't know. Hello. One stop. Hello.
I do love, Nikki, like what you were saying, when the towns go out of their way and spend, well, first of all, like you say that Hunter Henry, a top 40 artist, when that top 40 artist sort of kind of lowers his requirements and will do a show for maybe, I don't know, $10,000 to $50,000 for a small town, or maybe do it for free or whatever. I do love the small town stuff.
Well, it's a big city. Albuquerque is the biggest city in New Mexico. So it's a big city where we go, but I live adjacent.
Right.
So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some food and we're going to cross over. I live on a mountain range and I live at a peak. But where I live, I can't see the city from here. So what we're going to do is drive down into the canyon and go up one of the other peaks and climb out to this place where there's a city view where you can see the whole city. And we're going to sit up there and watch all the fireworks go off across the city, because the Isotopes will do a show. There'll be a show for the city of Bernalillo, which is nearby, Rio Rancho, and you can see all of that from the peak. So we'll get to see them, and we're above the fireworks, which is a really cool viewpoint to watch them from.
Right. Yeah, if you've never seen fireworks from an airplane, too, from 30,000 feet, it is amazing watching it. It's really cool. There's Oscar. Oscar's chilling. Was Oscar out hunting all night? He's resting now.
I don't know if he got anything, but I haven't checked the yard.
Yeah. And Remy.
He kills. He doesn't eat. He just kills them.
Same thing with Remy. Did you hear Remy? Andrew looked outside his window. He looked outside his window this morning, and there was a possum laying in his backyard. And they said, maybe it's playing possum. And he went, oh, no, it's covered in flies. And
I wish my cats would kill it. They bring them into the house and play with them. They brought me hummingbirds, baby rabbits, voles, mice, and they bring it in live so that they can chase it more.
All he's got are shrews, mice, birds, and a bat.
Yeah, that's right. Just one bat. But I really felt sorry because possums are amazing. They eat ticks. Possums are basically the waste management. Animals. They eat everything, and they're like.
I had a pet possum when I was a teenager, and he was awesome. He was so chill. Yeah. He would just hang out with me and sit in my lap, and he was awesome. I mean, I could take him anywhere. Yeah. and he would just hang on to me. Yeah.
Possums are very cool. But you know what? Getting back to what Nikki was talking about, Nikki, that's amazing that you get to go up on that mountain and just check all that out and have your own space. That's like there's only two NASCAR tracks I want to go to. I want to go to Talladega just because it's the biggest and fastest and what have you. And the other one I think is Phoenix. Is that the one where they have a little mountain outside the track and they set up some pop-up tents and what have you, and they watch the race from outside the grounds. And but I think it's a little bit of private property. I would love to go there and see that. But what really, really makes me happy is this right here. You can go on YouTube and watch all kinds of celebrations and such. And I did decades and decades of fireworks. I did it in my own boats on the Charles River, the Esplanade, with Arthur Fiedler, who was the conductor of the Boston Pops. Yeah, I'd like to go to Talladega. I got with that and Bristol at night. I wouldn't mind going to the Lady in Black. But I hit up a lot of tracks. I had fun back in the day. But yeah, when you, Silver, I'm sure you can, I don't know if you can agree with me or not, but when you've been to when you've taken your kids for decades to fireworks stuff and everything, when you get older, you're just like, have fun, all you youngins.
Yeah, seen it, been there, done it, seen it.
Yeah.
It's always the same. There's never anything new or different. It's always just mortars going up, exploding, and everybody going, ooh, ah, and that's it.
Right.
And then it lasts for a half hour and it's over.
Yep, absolutely.
My late husband.
Oh, go ahead, Nikki. Go.
My late husband, his family still lives in the house he grew up in, and everybody in the neighborhood used to know each other. A lot of the houses have sold. It's not the same anymore. But what they used to do is here in New Mexico, you can buy fireworks you can't buy in other places out on the reservation, like mortars. And what used to happen is we would all pitch in every year, and there was one guy who would go and buy the mortars, and we would block off. It was a dead end road, and they would put barriers up and block off the whole area. We'd have a huge block party. Everybody's barbecuing. And then at the right time, this guy would set off the mortars that we all pitched in on. Right. And we did that every year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I had a lot of fun at my previous residence. Granted, it was over. I've been here 25 years, but this was absolutely crazy because my house was up in North Weymouth. My house, I don't know if you can see how well you can see. And plus, I'm not good at this. I'm holding a laptop and trying to point and stuff. Where are we? There we go. My house was right here. The barge would set up right there. And like Boston Harbor is right there. And then if you see that parking lot, that doesn't look that big, but that parking lot holds about 5,000 cars. So we would set up there. We would caution tape. We would caution tape a cordon off. I was on sort of kind of a main street, but that's where I taught my kids how to ride bicycles. That's, it was great having a huge parking lot. And I'm not a fan of having a parking lot for a backyard, but it was only a parking lot for a beach and a yacht club. So what's cooler than that, So yeah, that was fun. Six banger. I've been to New Hampshire about 100 times. That was a lot of fun. Been to just because of geographically and because I have a bunch of friends that are Pennsyltuckians. I've been to Pocono track. Sometimes. Well, it was great. A buddy of mine one time, it's called the Pocono Mountains, which are absolutely tiny and everything. But the region is known as the Poconos. The track at Pocono, it's famous for having the longest urinal in the United States. So it's got a urinal that, I don't know, it's like 1,000 feet long or something. But when you're walking through a track, it's sort of kind of like walking through a concert venue and what have you. And all of a sudden, one of the guys I was with, he just yelled out, "Poca fucking no!" And all the people we had never heard that before.
No.
Yeah. People shit on Pocono that it's a lazy, it's not racing, what have you. Hey, Dale Earnhardt Jr., senior. Dale Earnhardt Sr., one of his most famous pictures is flipped upside down somewhere between around turn 3 at Pocono. So yeah, had a lot of fun there. Pocono is one of the first tracks to have one of the most ginormous solar farms right next to it. The 3-turn. Yep. Yeah. What do they call it? Like a tri whatever. It looks like one of those colonialist tri. The track does. Yeah, I had fun with a lot of fireworks back when I was a rich person. Ooh, doggy. Because I was always driving. Huh?
I like the drag races, but I think of that Jeff Dunham joke about racing when I think about racing. And he's like, "Ooh, another left turn."
Yeah.
Ooh, another left turn.
People like to rank on, their left turn specialists. I got to tell you something. I think every single racer at one time in their life has lost probably about 5 to 10 pounds of water while they're, of sweat while they're in a fire suit. Well, it may be 85 or 90 on the track that they're on, but inside the race car, it's about 120, 130, 140, 150. They're absolute athletes. If you ever watched Jimmy Johnson or Jeff Gordon back in the day, their physical fitness where they would do with trainers and everything, you have to be an athlete to do that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I don't argue that. Argue that. I'm just saying from a spectating point of view. There was another guy who made a joke that it would be more entertaining if they put the beer stand in the center of the racetrack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only sport people are watching it to see a crash. They're literally, that's the main thing people want to see. That's what people get excited. They're waiting for a crash.
I love the part that's the intensity of it. 200 miles an hour, this far apart for 200 laps and barely an accident. Come on. And the whole engineering part of it. I mean, I think it was Ryan Newman. Is it Flying Ryan Newman? He has a PhD in aeronautics. And he's a driver. I mean, that guy has an advantage. That just, I've always enjoyed it, but I've never been either a purist or a denier.
What do you think of the drag racing, though? I like drag racing.
Loved it.
I really enjoy drag racing.
Used to go to New England Dragway. New England Dragway is still open and active. I used to love it. Absolutely.
I used to drive my uncle's cars on the drag.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but John Force, he's probably got to be about my age now. He's probably hardly, if he's driving, it's in a seniors thing or whatever. But John Force is the most famous drag racer, and now his daughter Ashley, who's 20 in her 20s or 30s, is coming up like crazy. I used to go to New England Dragway when I was 12 years old. My sister's boyfriends used to take me up there. I used to go in the pits and everything. Used to love it.
So I've had a lot of car accidents, Willie, but one of the worst accidents as far as like how injured I felt and dealt with afterwards was seizing an engine on the quarter mile.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a very short.
Like I've rolled cars with less, you know, because I've also driven Derby, but I've rolled cars with less injury than seizing an engine on the quarter mile.
Right. Yeah, my street racing career was very, very limited. Very first race, I T-boned somebody. Not a good thing. And an innocent person. They were just crossing the street, and I came along, and bam. And I was racing a girl, and she beat me. So there you go. But yeah, that was.
I'm the person who gets hit by people like you.
That's right. Thank you, Six Bagger. Big Daddy Don Garlitz is the king of drag racing. Absolutely.
I know nothing about drag racing.
He was
nothing about any kind of racing.
He was the absolute. Yeah, I just dug it. I was basically an only child, and I'll never forget. I think it was 1975. That was the first time they put NASCAR on TV or something, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing. This is wild." I mean, I was as much
basically an only child. I'm going to dig into that.
Well, I have 3 older siblings, all females, and in my world.
What's the gap between you and them?
What's the, well, the next one up is 2 years. The one after that is 5 years older. And then the one after that is 6 years older. But we were never close. We never did anything together. We never, you know, like, for instance, in the 1960s, when I was a single-digit kid, go out in the backyard with your army men and your army trucks and dig around the backyard and make race tracks and forts and what have you. Do all that on your own. You're girls. You're a boy. And so I basically grew up an only child. Yeah. Not one of my sisters had a bit of a tomboy in them or anything like that.
I grew up with 2 brothers.
Yeah.
So I didn't have like dolls and shit when I was a baby.
Yeah.
I had army men. That's what I had. I had army men.
Yeah. I love my
sibling situation is really fucked up. I have 2 biological sisters, but the state took them from my mom before I was born. She never got them back.
Too, but I didn't know about them until a couple.
Yeah, I didn't meet mine until my 20s. But my mom had 6 kids. Her 3 boys died in a car accident, and she went kind of cuckoo. And the state put her 2 daughters up for adoption. A drunk driver hit their car in the 70s, and nobody had seatbelts in the back then, you know. So all 3 were ejected from the car, and so they took her 2 daughters and put her in foster care. But it took her a while to get her brain straight again in the cuckoo house, and so they put her daughters up for adoption. I met them in my 20s. So I was basically raised an only child, but in a different way.
Wow. My phone just fucking absolutely exploded with ding, 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 ding. I've never had that. It was just coincidentally. It was a text, a couple of texts, a couple of emails, a couple of YouTubes, and they all just came together at once. Yeah. Zach, what are you up to? Come on, you belong up here.
Yeah, come on up, Zatoichi.
He might be busy. He might be making apple pie and hot dogs and making a Chevrolet and playing some baseball.
No,
you know?
No.
He might be doing all that stuff.
No.
I love the 4th of July. It was always my favorite holiday because it's my favorite thing. This right here is my favorite symbol, whatever you call it. And closely followed is my, can you see it up there? My Irish flag. And then the Jolly Roger is a close second, third. Jolly Roger, because I love everything maritime. I love everything ocean going and what have you. Six Banger says, "Hobo, sorry to blow up your phone." No, Six Banger, I love your nudes, man. They're the best. When a man is out on a farm and he's got nothing but mud boots on, fucking sexy, all right? I just want to tell you. And there's nothing sexier than farm nudes. Farm nudes, okay? When you got a cow, when you're leaning on a cow and you're nude, your nude, the cow's nude, That's just great. That's good shit. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And again, I love my country. I'm ashamed of my government. I hate the fucking left. I hate the right. I hate everything having to do with politics, religion, all that bullshit. No, thank you. But I am. And I mean, yep, America's now a shithole country, but it's probably one of the
telling everybody is that I'm pro-America, but anti-Trump.
Yeah. Yep. I'm anti-Trump. I'm anti-everything. But you know what? I accepted it a long time ago. We're just stuck. We're peasants. We're peons. We're little ants. That's all we are. And I think it's amazing. I saw something recently and it had a list of categories, and it said, if you have water and you have shelter, you are doing better than 55% of current humans. If you have sanitary facilities and you can read, you're doing better than 75% of all living humans right now. I mean, the numbers are just astronomical in regard to people that don't have water, don't have shelter. You know, it's like it's in the billions, and it's just amazing. So
Willie, I believe in a philosophy of balance.
Yep.
Kind of Zen balance.
Yep.
And so in order for there to be miracles, there have to be tragedies. And I know that sounds horrible to try and justify that way.
I miss that.
But if the balance wasn't so far off, someone like Trump or even Kamala, because they're both tools of the oligarchy, wouldn't be in power in the United States. There's a balance that exists that we can't control. It has nothing to do with us, and it always stays balanced. We can't unbalance it. We're not powerful enough. That's how I believe. So I don't hate Trump, and I don't hate our government. I hate the way they make me feel.
Right. I agree.
And since I have control over that, that's what I focus on. Right.
I'll tell you what, you know what my first thought was when you were saying, you know, that there's not enough. I thought you were going to say the world needs a plague. The world needs a plague to wipe out half of us, you know, for a big reset. Just like we
already have that. Wasn't that COVID?
Yeah, no, but I was saying half of us. You know, half of us is 3.5 billion or 4 billion. Not, you know.
The world doesn't do that though. The world does a little bit at a time. Look at forest fires. It doesn't burn the whole forest usually.
If RFK gets his way, something will happen and we'll get wiped out because
nothing's ever going to change. Nothing's ever going to change.
He don't like vaccines.
Yeah, I don't buy into the whole severity of all the craziness and kind of stuff. If you look at like every year that people died, 2020 is probably just a tiny little blip more than every year prior to and since, you know? Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? I'm having studio instability issues.
Yeah, that's what I just got too.
Wow. Oh, okay, not just me. So exit. Okay. Oh, so they're getting hacked. We're all our shit right now. Pretty soon we're all gonna get knocks on the door. Yeah, but forest fires are part of nature. They you know, I mean, forest fires, there is a part of forest fires that's healthy. They just don't.
Not just a part, they are necessary. Forest fires are 100% necessary for the health of the forest.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hello.
I don't want to turn off my virtual background.
Morning. I don't know what. I just exited. I didn't even bother.
Mr. Richie, what's up?
What's up?
See, Beth Meadows. Now there's a person that can speak the truth. Make measles and polio great again. There you go. I forgot that. I forgot to get the again per RFK.
Yeah, measles. My uncle had polio. It was not a good thing. Not at all.
Right. Absolutely. Zad has polio. You folks didn't know that, did you?
I feel like I do.
Yep. I've met him twice. He's definitely polioed. 100%. Absolutely. He's polio. Right. That's
Hi,
right.
Jermaine.
Hi, Jermaine Jr. Jermaine.
The Twitchy.
What's up?
Ice, baby, ice. Looking for illegals like Silver Diamond. I'm illegal. I'm 67 years old. And I was born in Seattle, Washington.
You can take that two ways. Now, wait a minute. Slow down. Hold on a minute. You can take that two ways. I'm looking for illegals like Silver Diamond, or I'm out looking of illegals because Silver Diamond goes out looking for illegals. So it could be either way. Could be either way. So it's one of two, you know? Or it could,
Okay, so I have a question. Supposedly, birthright citizenship has been absolved. Supposedly. I don't know if it's actually been approved, not. I know it's in the courts and there's a bunch of drama about that, but my citizenship is birthright citizenship. I mean, my parents were born here too, but I was given a social security number based on the fact that I was born in the United States.
Yeah.
So do I now have to go and reapply for citizens? And this applies to all of us because anybody born here is given citizenship regardless of their parents. So does this mean that everybody born here is now no longer a citizen without a citizenship test? Because I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with
dog
that.
crying outside. I'm going to go check it out.
I mean, if it's not singling out recent immigrants, if it's across the board, then it's fair and equal to me.
Right.
And fuck it, everybody should have to take a citizenship test before they participate in the system in a tangible way, like voting and whatnot. Because let's just be real. If you don't even know that today is the 249th, not the 250th, just because all you do is watch the news, you may not be the type of person who should be voting on who runs the country.
Or dementia. Shout out dementia.
Well, if you have dementia, should you be voting?
I most recently, for the very first time in my life, ever since I became 18 years old and legal to vote, I, for the very first time, joined this most recent election. I joined the largest voting group in America. And those are registered voters that did not vote. I did that for the very first time in my life.
Yeah, I'm registered independent and have been for a long time, and I haven't voted in a lot of elections.
That's funny because obviously growing up in the Northeast, I grew up with Democratic parents. But now all those hardcore Democrats are all now Republicans because of abortion, blah, 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 blah.
I grew up with Republican parents and now Democrats.
When I registered to vote, right in the very beginning, I registered as unenrolled. That was all you could pick was Republican, Democrat, or unenrolled, which is independent.
I was Democrat until I decided to go independent.
Yeah.
So, just so you guys know, Joey Chestnut.
I was Democrat till they fucked Bernie.
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut won the hot dog eating contest again at 71 hot dogs.
That is fucking America is great. Let's all give it up for Joey Chestnut.
It's disgusting.
No disrespect, but that Kawabashi guy, he can go win it over in Japan or wherever he's from. And of course, he's probably born in America or whatever.
No, he's Japanese.
Oh, is he? All right.
Yeah, the only reason he doesn't compete in it anymore is because he makes his living doing it all year round. And they said that he couldn't compete in other competitions if he did it in the Nathan's.
Because he's professional, he's not amateur.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been to the original Nathan's out at Coney Island. That's a good dog, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Only got to go there because of work. I got to go so many places because of work and just,
New Mexico just passed that you do not have to be registered to a party to vote in the primaries. It's one of the first states. It's a new trend. New Mexico, of course, being very blue, is jumping on it. And they're trying to figure out the logistics now, but it did pass our legislature that going forward, you do not have to be registered to either of the parties to vote in the primaries, but you can only vote once. You can't vote in both primaries. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to do that.
Yeah. And I find it interesting. What the hell? Another instability message from StreamYard. This is weird.
You're
Our
having some
engineers
issues
are
with your
active-
internet.
I skipped through all this bullshit and went to the last sentence. Our engineers are actively working to ensure support for the conflicting browser versions. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. We suggest turning off those features while we work on a fix. All right, whatever. I guess Fix is going to have to take care of it. Nikki, you know what really surprises me when I was reading off those numbers? They're like, if you have shelter, you're doing better than 55% of all humans, and if you have water, you're doing better than 65%, and if you have sanitary facilities, 75%. Whatever happened to all these people, like all these rich people, super rich? Who's the Google guy? Bill Gates? Is that him? Microsoft, right? One or the other. But they were all going to like save the planet, and they were all going to go over to Africa. That was a big thing like 5 and 10, 15, 20 years ago, wasn't it?
Well, look at the Clinton Foundation. When Haiti got hit, the Clinton Foundation took in hundreds of millions of dollars, a lot of it government funding from INSEAD or whatever they call it, America Aid bullshit. Yeah. And it went to the Clinton Foundation, and look at Haiti. They never rebuilt it. What happens in the Middle East is we give contracts to companies to go rebuild, but then we bomb it again before they can rebuild. We pay them out the contract because it's not their fault they didn't get to rebuild because we bombed it again. And then we contract them to build it again. And then before they rebuild it, we bomb it again. And then a lot of those numbers people don't realize. People think in the United States, everybody has water and everybody has shelter. In my hometown, they still do not have a functioning clean water system. There was a huge fire, and the reservoir got filled with ash, and the water system wasn't designed to clean it out. They got $1.5 million grant from the federal government, 4 or 5 years, I guess 3, 4 years ago when the fire happened. And they still don't have clean water. They give out bottled water to people because they don't advise you to drink the water from the tap.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
And Flint, Michigan is not the only place that has an issue with old plumbing because you have to rip up the whole fucking street to put in new plumbing. Who wants to do that?
Right. Yeah, cities like Boston, believe it or not, Boston actually still has, I don't know if they still have a piece left, but wooden pipes. So when they first started putting water and sewer pipes in the ground 300-400 years ago, they made them out of cut out trees, wooden pipes. But lead and copper is just like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. No, Flint, Michigan just got spotlighted. That's all. It just got a spotlight put on it. But like I don't know. Yeah, Six Banger says they took the money and ran. All these, like you say, the Clinton Foundation and all these, like what's his name there? Who's the most successful? Warren Buffett and the Zuckerbergers and all those other people have joined to die broke. They're going to die broke. They're going to give all their money away, and they're not going to give it to their children and everything.
None of them have actually given any of it away. Yeah. None of them have given any of it away. Right. Well, little bits.
Well, I think it's like a shell game. They'll create a charitable cause, and then it's just moving coconut shells around. The shell game on the street side guy. It's crazy.
They call them NGOs, non-government organizations.
Yeah. Zach, you're awful quiet and subdued this morning.
Yeah.
I hear you. Are you not cooking an apple pie, playing baseball, and going to drive in a Chevrolet today?
Nope.
What?
Just going to have a hamburger.
There you go. That's American. Yeah. That's American.
No, actually, it's German.
Okay. Well, it's an American symbol now. It's symbolic.
Hamburger is in Germany.
Yeah. It's symbolic.
So a hamburger is from Germany.
Well, I think that's great that he's
There's a country song that makes it make sense. French kiss, Italian ice, margarita in the moonlight. Everybody has something that they're known for, but usually it washes up on our shores.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Positively. So Zach,
Yeah.
First of all, we have to pay each other to be best friends. So I'm going to send you $1. You're going to send me $1. All right.
Why is that?
Because YouTube is all about friends. All right. I was trying to be sarcastically comedic. Okay. I should have tried a different partner.
Well, I heard what's been going on with I watched Brett's last night.
Yeah.
This morning, so
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I just get a kick out of it because everybody talks about friends and everything. I can guarantee you, all you humans, that I will be probably dead at least a week or two before another human being finds out. Now that's human beings close to me. That's human beings close to me. You human beings out here in internet world, you will either find out months later or never find out that I'm gone, you know? And
no, we'll find out.
I think that's hysterical. Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
we will.
not.
Yeah, we will.
No,
yeah,
I don't think
so. We found out Brian Sessions died.
Just to be clear, VillAY, there are people who have your personal number and speak with you outside of YouTube and you meet with, like Hippie and whatnot.
Absolutely. I mean, like,
if you disappear, would be calling you. And one of the things Hippie is of an age of is one of the things even he will think of is he will check local obituaries and whatnot.
Absolutely. I mean,
we'll find out.
Silver Diamond has contact with me. Zad has contact with me. Absolutely. I mean, it'll be a week or two until, hey, where you been? Are you around? Are you around? And then I'll become the next Jack Lambright, right?
Glenn
Lambright. And I hope I become the next Glenn I can't speak. Glenn Lambright. I hope I become, because people have actually been searching for obituaries. And I've told my siblings, I don't want no obituary. I don't want nothing public. I don't want anything at all. I just want to go away and cease to exist. I want to go in. I want to leave this world the same way I came into this world, with very little fanfare, nude, naked, and screaming and crying. And
Bud Grower did die as well.
Yeah.
Sad, because Bud Grower was a good dude.
So if any of you see an obituary about me, just know that they got the last laugh, that I didn't want that, but I'd still laugh at it. You know what I mean? Because I could just see my unbelievably, ridiculously religious siblings doing, oh, he was a child of God and blah, blah, blah.
I'd be mad. I'd come back and haunt him.
Such and such a day.
R.I.P. Bud Grower.
Come back and haunt him.
R.I.P. Bud Grower and R.I.P. Lipstick Hick, a.k.a. Stella.
Yeah. And I'm going to do no comment on Brian Sessions, all right? That was not a nice person.
No.
Yeah, when I found out Stella had passed, that hit hard. I used to have coffee with her every morning.
Stella who? I don't know.
Lipstick Hick.
Lipstick, I don't know.
Stella's van life.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I heard of that. I think.
I've never heard of it.
Came in with nothing and leave him with nothing. Absolutely right. That's why I don't care about money or material goods and what have you. I just want to make sure that everybody knows I live in like a prop and wardrobe house. I want everything.
Somebody needs to get their cat off the keyboard, VillAY, in your chat. Somebody in your chat needs to get their cat off the keyboard.
Their cat? Oh,
off the keyboard. Oh, are you talking about private chat? There's 150 messages, all going from Fox.
Oh, I think you haven't let Tonic up. Is he in your basement?
Yeah.
Oh wow, really? I didn't. Yeah, shit! Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on, I can't even get to it on my screen. I can't.
I put an avatar up just for Fox. It's the cougar and the fox.
How do I move I can't get to it. How do I move the screen up? This is my first time on a laptop. Oh, hang on. I got it. I found it. This shit's very confusing to me. All right, here comes the fun.
Silver, what are you going to do for July 4th? Are you just going to sit there all day?
Probably, yeah, because my dog freaks out at
fireworks. I'm going to wave flags.
That's how you're going to remember America? You're just going to sit on your couch?
No, I'm going to go
I'm going to comfort my dog when the fireworks start because he freaks out.
Why don't you go somewhere where the fireworks aren't with your dog, like the lake?
There you go.
No, they go off over the lake and they go off up at the casino. So there's nowhere I can really go. And then
There's
in
nowhere you
Newport,
can go. I don't believe that.
Fox.
no,
Why
there's
can't you just
fireworks
put
everywhere.
noise
Four
canceling
directions.
headphones on
There's
them?
4 directions, right? There's east. There's
And there's
west.
fireworks in every direction.
There's north.
I can't go west
There's south.
unless I don't have a boat,
There's
so I can't go west.
northeast.
Why can't you
And
just
there
tape on
is
some
fireworks in every freaking town that I would go to.
tape on some noise canceling headphones to them?
Tape them?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably it might not be the sound. It could be the feeling of the reverberations in their body that freaks them out too. So, but
I have a hard time believing any of that. So,
too bad.
that's what you're just gonna sit on your couch.
Can we talk about something?
I don't feel like that's very patriotic.
Can I bring up something that's much more important?
I got my nails done red, white, and blue. That's as
There you
patriotic
go.
as I get.
Tonic, I have to ask you a
It's like
serious
10%
question.
effort. I'll give you that. It's like 10% effort.
Okay.
Tonic, what's
10%.
the game that you were telling me I should get? Call of Duty 6, Black Ops, or whatever.
You should get several books and read them. So
I've got lots of books right here.
I wasn't talking to you, was I?
Well, I don't know. I was. We were
Josh asked me a
talking, and
question.
I didn't know you didn't. I didn't know
Josh,
you moved
Josh,
to a different
Josh
person.
asked me a question.
I
So
have to make a statement. We have something more important than America's 249th birthday right now, and that is the fact that we have an intranet husband and wife on screen right now. Nikki and
What are you
Tonic.
talking about? What are you fucking?
Nikki claimed you as hers. Like
No.
three, four
I don't.
podcasts.
No. I don't think
You have no say in the
someone
matter,
like that.
sir. You have no
She
say in the
believes
matter,
that
sir.
She believes that 6 contain magical powers. There's clearly some extra chromosomes swimming around in there. I don't want anything to do with her.
You have no say in the matter, sir. You are her
Yeah,
husband.
no, I do. This is not the Middle East, so
It
yes, I
is.
do.
It is.
No.
It is. I'm sorry. But
Welcome to the matriarchy.
I
Bob.
don't, yeah, you try to make a troll work. I don't give a shit. But like,
You
so,
are-
all right, Ralph, what are you doing? What are you doing for the 4th? How are you
I'm gonna
raking
do
in
all
the
kinds of things. I'm going to eat a hot dog. I'm going to drink an
Yeah.
American
All right.
beer.
That's
Hot
good.
dog
That's
too.
good.
So I guess that's America too.
I'm
You
going to go
gotta-
outside. I'm going to go
You have some
outside.
whiskey?
Do I what?
Yeah, you gotta have some whiskey, man. That's American.
No.
I
I
don't
don't
do
drink.
whiskey. I
I'm
don't
talking to
do-
Ralph. You're not doing anything, Silver. We already confirmed your plans. You're just gonna sit there.
That's right. I'm a couch potato. Hang on a minute. Hang on, man. I got my sidekick here with me. I got my couch potato buddy. Here we go. That's a look, isn't it? Isn't that a look?
He's looking pretty aged.
Yeah, it's happening day by day by day. Day by day. Oh,
Oh.
sweet Lord.
Put him in a glass of water. At least he'll
Six
sprout
Banger, that's
something.
where you're wrong. I intend to do something incredibly American.
There you go.
What's that?
I like that.
Check fraud.
There you go. Yeah.
Fraud?
Do some scamming. Now you're talking. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm outside.
So
I'm
what are you gonna do?
outside.
Go cash a check that isn't gonna clear?
I'm not gonna tell you, Silver, because I don't get arrested, idiot. My plan will be all over the internet.
Right?
So Beth, you're right. Humans can't marry woodland creatures. And if you look at my avatar, it's the cougar and the fox.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
So Black
Nikki
Ops 6.
is, Nikki is
Yeah,
a cougar.
Black Ops 6 is the one I play. Andrew plays Warzone, but that's because he's poor.
Well, I got Warzone, but I got a download.
Yeah, everybody's got Warzone. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have money, so I play Black Ops 6.
Okay.
You have money. That's funny. Fucking hilarious, Tonic.
What's funny?
Yeah, what is funny? I haven't said one funny thing up here yet.
Yeah, you did. Funny to me.
Bull.
May not be
fucking
funny to you, but it's
shit.
funny to me.
It's a nice shirt. Well,
and it doesn't
I like
have to be funny
Thanks.
to you. It just has to be funny to me.
It's the red in my red, white, and blue. I got the red. It wouldn't be correct if I wasn't wearing a white. You know what? You know what? The blue is in my baby blues, baby, right in there, right inside there.
I'm wearing
I'm
my
currently
blue shirt too.
Fox. I'm currently grounding. Currently grounding on asphalt.
Pretty good. You should be wearing jean shorts or something.
I got the camos, baby. I got the camos. I'm currently grounding in Mother Nature. Okay.
Can we turn this around here, Fox? What are you doing to celebrate?
Well, I've got my Dale Earnhardt T-shirt on.
Nah, you're talking. That's it, baby.
One of the greatest Americans ever to live.
Absolutely. Do it for Dale. Do it for Dale.
And I'm going to go eat some barbecue.
There you go.
Awesome.
Oh, look at this.
I'm probably going to go down to the fair.
Look at this. I've got moss on top of asphalt. I got moss on top of asphalt. That's beautiful. We're going to leave the asphalt, go into Mother Nature. Here we go. Yeah, baby.
What's your shirt say? Fucking communism there, bitchy wiki.
I'm not a communist.
I bet you it's a fucking sickle and hammer on your fucking shirt.
I'm in the grass. Hang on, I'm going in the grasses. I'm in the grasslands.
Ryan says, "Let's go taco." 86.47.
I like it. Tacos. Tacos are good. It's got American flag on it. That's patient. That's good. That's good. That's all right. So silver is 30% there with the America stuff. The fair, that's another 20%. You are getting there. Silver, you are getting there. If you go to the fair, that will be that's a good idea. I think
I went to the fair yesterday and I even got cotton candy. I got cotton candy.
Size 12. Hang on, Matt. Here we go. S-I-Z-E.
But it wasn't completely open yet. So
size 12, baby.
Well now we got Silver who's just kicking the shit out of fucking Witchy on shit she's gonna do today. Witchy ain't got nothing going on. I think she's in Canada.
You haven't even asked me what I have going on.
No. Hold on. Wait. You're in Canada, right? Is that correct, sir?
I'm as far from Canada as you can get in America.
Yep.
She's in New Mexico.
Yeah, she's in New Mexico.
You don't even know where your wife lives?
Wait, you're in the New Mexico?
There always has been.
Yeah. I guess the old one's just not good enough for you. Whatever. So you're in New Mexico, right?
Yeah, we like to say we didn't cross the border crossed us.
Well, no, you couldn't come up with a name. So you're just like, this is New Mexico. Like, there's already names taken by that point. You know.
It was New Mexico since the Spaniards settled here, but that's a whole nother conversation. You still haven't asked me what I'm doing for the 4th.
It's been New Mexico since 1912.
Fucking A.
It's in the state of New Mexico since 1912. It's been New Mexico since like the late 1700s.
Well, so, okay, no. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about what Witchy Bitchy Nikki is doing for the 4th of July. What are you doing for the 4th of July? Because Silver's got plans. She's got her dance card full today.
My dance card.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
until the fireworks start, then I'm going to be here comforting my dog.
No, that's all.
Our annual thing to do is go to the local what's called Freedom 4th, but my girls decided that this year they don't want to go because they're too old for the free kids stuff and they don't enjoy the country music and Spanish music. So we're going to go up to the crest and watch the fireworks this evening, and I've got ribs cooking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I still have small kids, Fox, so I'm kind of, whether I like it or not, I'm kind of pressured into conforming to holidays so they don't get left out.
I am not going to be with any woman who's had kids. I'm just not going to be with a breeder. That's gross. And you should feel bad.
Fox.
But your 5 step kids are counting on you.
No. I have no step kids. I have no kids whatsoever. I hate children.
In fact, the oldest one is almost as old as you.
That's something we have in common, Fox. I hate kids too.
I hate, yeah. Well, that's fucked up. You hate your own daughter? Oh, Silver.
No,
that's fucked
I don't
up.
hate my kids. I hate other people's kids.
No. You already stepped in it now. You hate your daughter.
No,
I'm too alive about it.
I have two daughters. By the way,
6. That's awesome. Shout out 6-inch mortars, baby.
Nice.
All right, it's fucking fireworks are illegal in my town, so like we gotta watch a fucking drone show.
The kind that shoot up in the air, those are illegal here. But you can have like sparklers and snappets and
boy.
Yeah, oh boy. But
got you. All right. So
fireworks
she's got her dance card full. Ralph's obviously got plans. You can see it on his hat. What are you doing? What are you doing for the 4th?
I'm gonna eat a hamburger and that's it.
Oh, that's good. Good start.
Maybe play bass.
That's a good start. A lot of American bases out there. What else? What else are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta get some booze. I forgot about that.
I have something I have to do. I have to send out maybe about 10 more Cash Apps. So far in July, I have sent my friend dollar membership dues to Jamie and AC and Andrew, the big 3. All right. So I have a lifetime friend membership with Brett. I have to send off $1 to Fox. I have to send off $1 to Silver Diamond. I have to send off $1 to Zat and to Nikki, and everybody send you dollars.
No, you can have it for free.
No, it's just $1. All right. Well, I get one. So I get a pro bono. I get a pro bono from Silva.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
You have lifetime membership with me too, VillAY. No need to pay for my friendship.
You're getting Nikki. No. You're getting $1. You're getting $1. I'm only saying you're getting $1 to the people who I have their Cash Apps. So
I'm just serious. My friendship is not for sale. I already claimed you. You don't have a choice.
And making light of it. I am laughing and making light of it, 100%.
See, I'm very domineering. I claimed you, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's right.
Petey boy.
No. I'm just gonna say that.
Welcome to the matriarchy, Fox.
Nope. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I don't give a shit, but like, yeah, no.
I don't have an option to change my avatar. What's up with that? That's weird. Oh, maybe if I go down here. Hang on a minute. You're all just boring, okay? This silence is killing me. All right.
Well, I had a bit of a rough morning. I took my U-boat to go to the west coast of England, and I got lost, and I ended up past Iceland, and now I have no fuel, so I'm fucked.
I hope. Well, just call Dutchie. She's out in that neighborhood somewhere. You'll be all set. There you go.
Iceland? Dutchie's in Iceland?
In that neighborhood.
Yeah,
just like we're all in like
near there. Like, it's not Silver. How big do you think Iceland is? It's not that big.
I don't know. I've never been there.
It is.
Yeah, exactly. None of us.
How far from the shore is it?
No idea.
How far? It's an island. How far from the European shore is it?
How far are you from the
It's
European
comparable
shore?
in size to the state of Kentucky, or slightly larger than the state of Virginia. It covers an area of approximately 103,000 square kilometers.
Okay, so that's like the size of a house.
The size of a state.
I mean, it's smaller than New Mexico.
Yeah. But New
Iceland
Mexico is also
is
smaller than the other Mexico.
0.89 times as big as Ohio.
What do you know nothing of Ohio?
But how far is it from the European coastline, though? Because that's realistically what matters as far as distance from Dutchie. She's not even on the coastline, but how far from the coastline is it? Can you?
I'm looking.
You're so good at that, Silver.
Great.
With those nails, I cannot imagine it.
You can probably get Trump to get rid of Dutch people fairly easily. I mean, we already bombed. Was it Iran?
It is 496 to 860 miles from the European mainland.
Yeah, you're not close to Dutchie because she's not even on the coast.
No. Although I did go by the Netherlands on my way to the other coast of England.
Could somebody instruct me?
With what?
How do I join my own live with my phone so I can walk up to the street with my flags? It won't even let me. I click on it. It won't even let me do anything with it.
You click on what? The StreamYard link?
No, I'm clicking on the actual live and it won't even let me. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay. So hit the 3 lines at the bottom.
Okay.
And then flip the screen up, just press up with your thumb to where the screen's gone.
Oh.
And then go back into YouTube again.
Well, I'm in YouTube right now trying to join it.
Hit the 3 lines at the bottom of your phone.
I don't have 3 lines at the bottom of my phone.
Yes, you do.
Where?
See, flip up. Okay, see that little bar at the bottom?
Yeah.
Flip that up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then it just takes me back to my home screen.
Hold that up for a minute. Do that again. Like when you're flipping your when you're. Okay, I know what setting you're in. Hold your phone up to where you'll see all the apps show up.
Hang on, Matt. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute, man. Hold the phone.
And then it'll say something like clear all tabs.
1 second. 1 second. I'm thinking of another way, maybe. Let me see. Oh, that's not what I want. Subscriptions. Let me try something else real quick. I'm terrible at taking instructions too, by the way. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Brett shared it. Okay, now I got it live. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Said something about something. And then, I have to do this. Okay. Keep shooting the breeze, folks.
Well, no, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go do shit.
All right.
But you guys have a good 4th of July. At least now I'm knowing all of you have plans. You're not just sit around here all day.
Hi, Al Kennedy.
Happy 4th of July. Peace.
Have a good one.
Here we go. Now I got to do this. I got to do this.
What time is it, man?
1:20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
10:27.
It's late already.
Whoa.
Early. There's the VillAY.
There he is.
And I'm being
Echo.
echo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, mute one of them.
Well, you can't mute the computer, so you got to walk away with the phone.
You were going to get up and go out with your flags anyway, right?
Right.
There you go. Hooray. Happy 4th, Al Kennedy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And look, Zatoichi, he did
Oh.
mute the computer.
I forgot to put the laptop on the flag, but it's got most of it. But yep. One of my flags just broke a little bit. Oh no.
Made in China.
That's all right. 2 Willies. That's right. You got 2 Willies, no waiting. That's right, Beth Meadows. 2 Willies, no waiting. I have to thank Tonic, because if it wasn't for Tonic, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be out here barefoot grounding, getting some vitamin D. Whoa. What the heck was that?
Silver just farted.
Did Silver just turn on her vibrator on
This is
camera?
a hell of a vibrator if you think this is a vibrator. No, it's so I can put air in my tires because my tires are low. My car was telling me yesterday that my tires are low, so I've been charging this so I could do my tires.
Here we go. Look at this
Oh, it's a
bad
mini
boy.
air.
Look at this
It's a
bad
mini
boy
air
coming.
compressor.
Yeah.
Look at these guys. America, fuck yeah. America, fuck yeah. Look at that shit, huh? America.
It has a light. It's a light.
I just want to get one beep. I want to get one beep. There we go. Beep, beep, beep. America.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that is. Fuck.
That's how it's compressing the air, Silver, so that it will force air out into the tire.
Okay.
Did you guys
air
hear
compressors?
that?
Air compressors are very loud. Yes, we heard the beep, Willie.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm going back inside now. Okay.
You're a little
I'm
bit
going to leave
breaking
here
up.
and come back inside. Okay, bye.
Because you're a little bit breaking up.
Okay, bye.